नमस्कार, मैं हूं आनंद और आप देख रहे हैं जॉइन फॉर एजुकेशन। आज मैं लाइट रिफ्लेक्शन एंड रिफ्रैक्शन नामक चैप्टर क्लास 10 सब्जेक्ट साइंस का आंसर क्वेश्चन करने जा रहा हूं। आइए पहला क्वेश्चन को देखते हैं। ये आपका पहला क्वेश्चन है, डिफाइन द प्रिंसिपल फोकस ऑफ ए कॉन्केव मिरर। Answer of the question is in this way: light rays that are parallel to the principal axis of a concave mirror converge at a specific point on its principal axis after reflecting from the mirror. This point is known as the principal focus of the concave mirror. Hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of question number 1. Let's see question number 2. This is the question number 2. The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. What is its focal length? Let's see the answer of the question. This is a numerical problem. Radius of curvature, which is generally denoted by r, therefore r equal to 20 centimeter. Radius of curvature of a spherical mirror, we recall the formula 2 into focal length. It is generally denoted by a small f. So r equal to 2f. Therefore f equal to r by 2. Now I am putting the value of r, then we get here 20. So 20 by 2 cancel out the common factor, then we get here 10. Hence the focal length of the given spherical mirror is 10 centimeter. Hope that there is no problem to understand the numerical solution of question number 2. Let's see the question number 3. Name the mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. So the answer of the question number 3 will be, when an object is placed between the pole and the principal focus of a concave mirror, the image formed is virtual, erect and enlarged. So hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of question number 3. Let's see question number 4. Why do we prefer a convex mirror as a rear view mirror in a vehicle? So the answer of the question number 4 will be, convex mirror give a virtual, erect and diminished image of the object placed in front of them. They are preferred as a rear view mirror in vehicles because they give a wider field of view, which allows the driver to see most of the traffic behind him. Hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of question number 4. Let's see the answer of the next question. Find the focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 32 centimeter. This is a numerical problem. Answer of this question is in this way. Radius of curvature, which is generally denoted by r, equal to 32 centimeter according to the question. Radius of curvature equal to 2 into focal length, which is generally denoted by f. This is the exact formula or relation between radius of curvature and focal length. So this step will be r equal to 2f. So f equal to r by 2. Now putting the value of R, which is 32 by 2, now cancel out the, and we get the common factor as 16. So focal length of the given convex mirror is 16 centimeter. Hope that there is no problem to understand the solution of this numerical problem. Let's see the answer of the next question. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified enlarged real image of object placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. Where is the image located? This is a numerical problem. So magnification produced by a spherical mirror is given by the relation. We know that magnification equal to height of the image by height of the object, and is equal to minus image distance by object distance. So h1 is the height of the image and h0 is the height of the object, equal to minus b by u. Let the height of the object equal to height of the image, then the height of the image according to the question, h1 equal to minus 3h, image form is real. Now putting the value of h1 and ho, then we get here minus 3h by h equal to minus b by u. Now cancelled out minus minus, now cancelled out h. Then we get here v by u equal to 3. So object distance is minus 10 centimeter. Therefore image distance v equal to 3u. Now putting the value of u, then we get here minus 10, and after the multiplication we get here minus 30 centimeter. Here the negative sign indicates that an inverted image is formed at a distance of 30 centimeter in front of the given concave mirror. Hope that there is no problem to understand the solution of this numerical problem. Let's see next question. A ray of light traveling in air enters obliquely into water. Does the light ray bend towards the normal or away from the normal? Why? Answer of this question is here. The light ray bend towards the normal. Reason is here. When a ray of light travels from an obliquely rarer medium to an optically denser medium, it gets bent towards the normal. Since the water is optically denser than air, a ray of light traveling from air into the water will bend towards the normal. Hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of the question number 1. Let's see next question. Light enters from air to glass having refractive index 1.50. What is the speed of light in the glass? The speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is a numerical problem. Let's see the solution of this numerical problem. Refractive index of a medium is generally denoted by nu m and given by refractive index of the medium equal to a speed of light in vacuum by a speed of light in the medium. So a speed of the light in the vacuum is c and a speed of light in the medium is nu. So according to the question, a speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Refractive index of the glass according to the question is 1.50 nu g. A speed of light in the glass equal to B equal to C by mg. Now putting the value of C and mg respectively, then we get this step. After the cancelled out of the common factor, we get here 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the solution of this numerical problem. Hope that there is no problem to understand the solution of this numerical problem. Let's see. This is the next question. Find out from the table 10.3 the medium having highest optical density. Also find the medium with lowest optical density. This is a table. Here name of the material. This is the refractive index of the corresponding material. This is also material medium, and this is the refractive index. So let's see. Answer of this question, highest optical density is the diamond. See here diamond 2.42, which is a larger decimal number of all other number in this table, and 2.42 indicates diamond. So highest optical density equal to diamond and lowest optical density equal to iron. Let's see. This is the iron, and the refractive index of the iron is 1.0003, which is the lowest decimal number of all other numbers of this table. So the details is in this way. Optical density of a medium is directly related with the refractive index of that medium. A medium which has the highest refractive index will have the highest optical density, and vice versa. It can be observed from table 10.3 that diamond and iron respectively have the highest and lowest refractive index. Therefore diamond has the highest optical density and iron has the lowest optical density. Hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of this question. This is the next question. You are given kerosene, turpentine and water. In which of these does the light travel fastest? Use the information given in the table. So absolute refractive index of some materials medium iron, and answer of this question is here. A speed of light in a medium is given by the relation of refractive index Nm. The relation is given. So refractive index of the medium Nm equal to a speed of light in air. For this we use the symbol small c. A speed of light in vacuum medium is v. So here v equal to a speed of light by refractive index of the medium. So the speed of light in the medium is directly inversely proportional to the refractive index of the medium. It can be inferred from the relation that light will travel the slowest or slowest in the material which has the highest refractive index and travel the fastest in the material which has the lowest refractive index. It can be observed from the table 10.3 that the refractive indices of kerosene, turpentine and water are 1.44, 1.47 and 1.33 respectively. Therefore, light travels fastest in water. Hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of this question. Let's see this question or next question. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What is the meaning of this statement? Let's see the answer of this question. Refractive index of a medium Nm is related to the speed of light in that medium V by the relation refractive index of the medium equal to a speed of light in air by a speed of light in the medium equal to C by V, where C is the speed of light in vacuum or air. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. This suggests that a speed of light in diamond will reduce by a factor 2.42 compared to its speed in air. So hope that there is no problem to understand the answer of this question. I shall answer some more questions in the next video lecture. Thank you very much to stay with me till the answer of these questions. Hope that answer of these questions will be useful to the students who are studying in class 10 in CBSE board and going to write answer of question in English medium. So thank you very much. Once again I thanks to all of you. If you have any problem, write into the comment box of the YouTube channel. I shall try my level best to clear your doubt. Once again I thanks to all of you. Thank you very much.